Did you know? Every year, a massive bee farm in the United States can harvest up to 10 million liters of honey, enough to fill more than 4 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But what's even more incredible is how they do it, with precision, modern technology, and a deep reliance on nature itself. Today, we're taking you to one of the largest bee farms in America, where billions of bees work tirelessly to produce one of nature's most precious gifts, pure, raw honey. We're currently in North Dakota, a state located in the northern U.S., bordering Canada. This region is home to vast fields of sunflowers, canola blossoms, and wild mint that stretch for hundreds of hectares thanks to its ideal soil, temperate climate, and low pest pressure. North Dakota has been known as the honey capital of the U.S. for decades. The farm we're visiting is 80 Honey Farms, widely regarded as the largest bee farm in the United States, and one of the largest in the world. With over 80,000 hives spread across thousands of acres, this operation produces more than 2,000 tons of honey annually, which translates to over 10 million liters. What makes 80 Honey Farms truly special isn't just its scale, but the way it runs like a perfectly tuned biological machine. Beehives are spaced 100 to 300 meters apart to prevent competition for floral resources and encourage even foraging. Each hive can hold up to 50,000 to 80,000 bees and is monitored regularly using AI-powered systems and IoT sensors that track internal temperature, humidity, return flight patterns, and pollen quality. Beekeepers here aren't just farmers anymore, they're biotech engineers, data analysts, and precision agriculture technicians. They monitor colony health via mobile apps, infrared cameras, and even satellite data. Unlike mass-produced commercial honey, the honey at 80 Honey Farms is harvested with extreme care to maintain its pure, natural quality. During harvest season, hundreds of specialized trucks are dispatched to hive sites. The process begins with a gentle smoke treatment to calm the bees. Then, each wax frame is carefully removed and loaded onto the trucks. The frames are taken to the processing facility, where high-speed centrifuges extract the honey without disrupting its natural composition. The honey is then lightly filtered, packed into drums, barcoded for traceability, and stored in cold warehouses. Each wax frame holds 2 to 3 liters of honey, and the average hive yields 20-30 kilograms per season. What's more, 80 Honey Farms follows a strict nature-first philosophy: no heat processing, minimal filtration, absolutely no blending. Every drum is single origin, meaning it's harvested from one flower type only, such as canola, mint, or sunflower, giving each batch a distinct and unique flavor profile. Thanks to this dedication and meticulous care, 80 Honey Farms honey is not only highly rated by international experts, but has also won numerous prestigious awards at Apimondia, the World Beekeeping Congress, and is exported to high-standard markets like Japan, Germany, and South Korea. This isn't just honey, it's nature's essence, nurtured with heart and soul. Today, many experts believe that beekeeping stands at the front line of sustainable agriculture, a field that doesn't just produce food, but plays a vital role in maintaining ecological balance and biodiversity. Honey has long been considered a superfood, but its value goes far beyond the kitchen. It's widely used in traditional and modern medicine, in cosmetics, and even as a raw material in pharmaceutical manufacturing. However, in the past 20 years, global honey production has dropped by as much as 25%, even as demand continues to grow, driven by population increase and a shift toward natural products. Faced with the threat of honey shortages and weakening bee populations, scientists and businesses are joining forces to find solutions, and technology is proving to be the key. So, what do you think about the largest bee farm in America? Is this the future of modern agriculture? Let us know in the comments below.
Hello all David Farm viewers! You must have followed many effective methods of controlling rats on our channel. However, in today's video, you will all be surprised to see this unique way of catching rats of the farmer. It must be admitted that they are too smart to have found a safe and effective method of controlling harmful rats. So, what measures did the farmer use? Please watch this video to find out. Rats are one of the most numerous rodents in the world, with an estimated population of over 7 billion rats distributed throughout the areas where humans live. Although the number may be much higher due to the high reproductive capacity of rats, each year a pair of rats can produce over 300 baby rats. With such a large number, rats have become the most serious pests in the world, causing damage of up to tens of billions of dollars each year, most seriously in the agricultural sector. Worldwide, rats cause up to 30% damage to agriculture every year. The most severely damaged crops such as corn, wheat, barley, are all the main and most important food crops in human life. Rats also dig burrows in agricultural fields, causing damage to facilities and agricultural equipment. Water sources are also seriously polluted by these rodents. To deal with rats in their burrows, farmers have applied many different methods, but the most effective is using smoke pipes. So, how is this method applied in practice? Smoke exhaust is often used in rice fields, or orchards where rats cause serious damage to crops. Farmers use devices that spray smoke into caves or areas where rats hide. The smoke can suffocate or drive rats out of their hiding places. The smoke is produced by burning fuel such as coal or wood, which saves farmers money. When using a smoke exhaust pipe, all corners of the mouse hole are affected by smoke, effectively killing mice without harming the environment and ecosystem. In warehouses or barns, mice often hide in hidden corners and crevices, and a smoke exhaust pipe can help clean these areas. The role of farmers in controlling harmful rats cannot be denied, because they are very smart to come up with such a unique method. This method is widely applied in China, Japan, and some areas in Southeast Asia. Thousands of farmers who have been harmed by rats have successfully controlled them thanks to the unique method of using smoke pipes. Every day, they can kill hundreds of rats in their rice fields. Smoke control of rats has many benefits for farmers. Not only is it environmentally friendly, but it is also safe for humans and other animals. The cost of creating smoke pipes is also very cheap, suitable for the economy of farmers and low-income people, so it is widely used in many rural areas devastated by rat populations. Rats often burrow underground, making traditional control methods such as trapping ineffective. But smoke can be spread into hard-to-reach areas, especially deep burrows where rats are hiding. When covered in smoke, rats may suffocate or flee their burrows, making them easier to catch. In general, using chimneys to control rats is highly effective for agriculture, and it can also be widely applied in different environments and climates. However, any control method has its downsides. So, what are the disadvantages of catching rats with chimneys? Perhaps the biggest drawback of this method is that it is not effective for long. The rats that are not captured can leave the smoke-affected area and return after a while. Therefore, this method needs to be properly combined with other rat control measures, such as trapping, to increase the effectiveness of controlling this pest. Using smoke to catch mice should only be used in open spaces and cannot be used in narrow spaces because it can affect humans and other animals. Although there are disadvantages, they are insignificant compared to the advantages that this method brings. Therefore, farmers still use smoke pipes to control rats in agricultural fields. Millions of rats are killed each year by using smokestacks, reducing the number of rats in our fields and the damage they cause. Perhaps in the future, farmers will be able to come up with unique and effective control methods to control other invasive and destructive species. Have you ever seen mantis shrimp raised in plastic cages? It sounds strange, but this is an extremely effective mantis shrimp farming model in Vietnam. With this method, after only 3 to 4 months, farmers can harvest commercial shrimp and sell it for about 50 USD per kilogram. So, what makes this model successful? Let's find out in this video. Mantis shrimp is a food with high nutritional value, providing protein, vitamins, and minerals that are beneficial to the body. In Vietnamese cuisine, mantis shrimp is processed into many diverse dishes with delicious and attractive flavors. Therefore, the demand for mantis shrimp in Vietnam is very high. Consumers are willing to pay from $50 to $80 or more for 1 kilogram. In addition, the natural climate conditions in Vietnam are very suitable for raising mantis shrimp, creating high-quality products. Therefore, the mantis shrimp farming model has brought a stable and sustainable source of income to farmers. In Vietnam, mantis shrimp are mainly exploited and caught in the wild, and their numbers are seriously declining. Previously, there were some models of shrimp farming in earthen ponds, but the efficiency was not high. Therefore, they researched and developed a new model of mantis shrimp farming, which is more efficient. Mantis shrimp farming models are mainly developed in the southern provinces of Vietnam, especially Ca Mau. Mantis shrimp can be raised in tanks or cages in brackish water environments. These innovative models have helped optimize space and create the best conditions for shrimp growth. The model of raising mantis shrimp in plastic cages allows shrimp to grow naturally in brackish water environments. Plastic cages are fixed in brackish water river areas, ensuring the best living conditions for shrimp. This is an easy-to-raise shrimp species that does not require much food because they can completely find natural food themselves. However, farmers need to clean the cages regularly to ensure a clean environment for shrimp to grow. In addition, the indoor mantis shrimp farming model uses a recirculating water system, RAS, or H-Harpax, has also proven its advantages. This model allows mantis shrimp farmers to raise on an industrial scale, regardless of the pond. Shrimp are raised in small boxes or in moderately sized tanks. During the farming process, there is no need to change the water too much, and no use of toxic chemicals or antibiotics for shrimp. Shrimp feed is mainly fresh food such as trash fish, helping to ensure the growth rate of mantis shrimp. When raised in a system without bottom mud, the quality of commercial shrimp is delicious, bright in color, and is favored by consumers. According to analysis, food hygiene and safety standards when raising mantis shrimp in this way meet 100% of Vietnamese standards. The H. Harpax system includes shrimp farming cells measuring 40 by 30 by 17 centimeters with a maximum capacity of 8 liters, neatly arranged, connected to a circulation device and a water treatment system. After treatment, the water will be returned to the farming tank, forming a closed cycle. This also reduces the amount of wastewater discharged directly into the environment, creating a sustainable farming model. The success rate of raising mantis shrimp according to the new model is 80 to 90%. After about 4 months, they have reached commercial size, over 150 grams per shrimp, and can be supplied to the market. According to the report, the recirculating farming technology can bring economic efficiency of about $500 per 1,000 shrimp or crop. Mantis shrimp are currently sold at high prices in the market, especially in large urban areas. With quality mantis shrimp products, the selling price ranges from $50 to $80 per kilogram. Some giant mantis shrimp cost up to $100 per kilogram or more. The profit that this model brings has helped farmers have a significant income. Although the initial investment cost is also relatively high due to the need to install equipment, in the long term, this model still brings high economic efficiency. Compared with traditional farming models, mantis shrimp farming models on modern farms have brought many great advantages. Raising mantis shrimp according to the new model not only brings economic efficiency, but also helps protect the environment. The shrimp farming system has a circulating water treatment system, thereby limiting waste discharge into the environment. However, the mantis shrimp farming industry in Vietnam is also facing certain difficulties. Currently, mantis shrimp breeds are only caught in the natural environment and have not been artificially researched, so the number of breeds cannot meet the demand when this model develops. With the large demand of the market, the mantis shrimp farming industry will have many opportunities to develop in the future. Therefore, modern farming models are the best way to optimize profits for farmers. When it comes to king crab, we may think of its expensive value that people with low incomes can hardly enjoy. However, it is unbelievable that this crab is considered an invasive species that is destroying environment and fishing in Norway. So, why is this expensive crab considered an invasive species? Let's find out! The king crabs of the Norwegian coast are not native, having been introduced from Russia in the 1960s and have flourished since then. Today, millions of red king crabs live along Norway's coast, presenting both opportunities and challenges for the country. The rapid growth of king crabs poses a serious threat to Norway's marine ecosystem. These crabs are voracious carnivores, consuming a wide variety of bottom-dwelling organisms such as mussels, sea urchins, and small fish. Their feeding habits disrupt the ecological balance of the local marine environment, leading to a significant loss of biodiversity. This particularly affects species that play an important role in the food chain or contribute to the health of the seabed, such as kelp forests and coral reefs. Fishing communities in northern Norway have experienced both positive and negative impacts from the king crab invasion. Along with the negative impacts on the ecosystem, king crabs have also had a negative impact on the economies of fishermen in the region. King crabs tend to displace other marine species, leading to reduced catches of fish such as cod, haddock, and halibut in some areas. This has created a new form of competition among fishermen, where traditional fishermen are struggling to maintain their livelihoods. Besides the negative side, invasive king crabs also bring economic development opportunities for coastal fishermen. The most obvious positive trend in the red king crab invasion is that it also opens up new economic opportunities for people in the area. Crabs are a high-value commodity in the global seafood market, especially in Asia and Europe. In Norway, king crab fishing has become a lucrative industry, attracting both local fishermen and international interest. The high market price of king crabs have turned the invasion into a profitable business, creating jobs and economic benefits for coastal communities. Fishermen who had previously focused on cod or other traditional fish species turned their efforts to crab fishing and found it more profitable. This led to the development of specialized equipment and methods for catching and processing these large crabs, further boosting the local economy. To balance the ecosystem and overcome the challenges, the Norwegian government needs to put in place measures to manage the king crab population. In designated areas, especially around eastern Finnmark, the crab population is managed by catch quotas to maintain a balance between economic exploitation and ecological conservation. In these areas, fishermen are allowed to catch king crab, providing a stable supply to meet market demand. However, fishermen must comply with size limits, catch regulations, and specific seasons. Outside this area, eradication and population control targets are in place. The government encourages fishermen to catch and kill as many crabs as possible to prevent further expansion. This policy is intended to prevent the spread of king crab to more sensitive areas, particularly ecosystems further south along the Norwegian coast. This dual approach has proven effective in controlling the spread of king crab, but it will remain a major challenge for the seafood industry in the future. Currently, demand for the asset, especially king crab, remains high, so the king crab fishery is likely to continue to thrive. Future control policies will need to balance this economic interest with the need to preserve Norway's unique and fragile marine ecosystem. The Norwegian government's management of the invasive red king crab is a combination of economic use and ecological management. Through careful management and monitoring, Norway aims to strike a balance between protecting the environment and reaping the economic benefits of the king crab invasion. However, vigilance is needed to ensure the long-term sustainability of both the environment and the fishery.